Going up now. So we are back live again.
We might have to run a hard line.
You just get like a 50-metre Ethernet and run it out.
I've got a big Ethernet cable.
Yeah, we just run it out.
Just here. This is one I prepared earlier.
Yeah, well, there's nothing better than hardwired Ethernet. Yeah, no, yeah, it's first. Good job. Well done.
Share it to everyone else. I haven't even got the... I'm trying to get the link, actually, and I'll share it over into the other chat.
We are back. Yes, the internet dropped out, and then it kicked us off the stream for some reason. It doesn't normally kick us off immediately unless I press the button to stop the stream.
Yeah, and it came back up that we were streaming again, but if you went onto YouTube, it wasn't there.
Mm.
Everyone in the podcast stayed. Why you all left?
Yeah.
I need a whole new chat window now, hey?
James Baylor says, clearly the stream had too many beers.
Get on the beers. New chat. There we go.
That Get on the Beers play is in one of the workout playlists I clicked on the other week.
Is it?
Yes.
18 people back.
We've got one, James. Dave's got one there. We just need to run it.
Yeah, I've had one there. Yeah, I don't know. It's a pain. Well, it's annoying. It should just, when it restarts and it says that it streams like connected straight back up again. Because we were still here talking and chatting to you guys, but you weren't here.
Yeah.
Don't know where you went. It's your fault. We were here.
Jason Tompkins, g'day. How you going? JRM Rob as well.
Back again. But yeah, darn you, YouTube. Have I got chat back?
I don't know. I can't see your computer.
Well, it's not moving.
All right, well, Warwick Dragway, they saw the car. Let's start talking about it because I don't know how. I don't know. Here we go. They get to those on the podcast get to hear this for the third time now.
What's happening at Warwick? Was this place you talking about? Never heard of it.
So the track upgrades are including replacing the old 8th Mile track with fresh concrete, which will also have an extra 800 metres of asphalt track added to make it a full quarter mile and include necessary runoff area. Other improvements include the much-needed addition of timing boards, as everyone wants out there, so that we can actually read off the times once someone's done a pass.
Yep.
Repaving the return road and a renovated starting area and timing system. The timing tower will also cop a renovation. A new PA system is going in, and the toilet and shower blocks will be brought up to standard. Unfortunately, progress on the track extension has been slowed by bad weather and COVID. We've probably had the wettest winter we've had in 10 years. It's been raining for the past 8 weeks, says Matty Loy. The main focus at this stage is to get the new asphalt poured and the concrete done for the 8th mile. Matt continues, all the start area has already been ripped up and the barriers are gone, but wet weather means we can't get the asphalt down, and interstate contractors being unable to come here has stopped us doing the concrete. But we're using local community help and businesses where we can, and the support has been pretty incredible so far.
Not about the lights at Sydney anymore, James. It's about the showers at Warwick.
Yeah.
I actually love the showers at Warwick.
Yes, they are good. There's only one tap and you just turn it on.
You turn it on and it's like burning hot.
Until you turn it on a little bit more, and then it's enough that you can actually get in it.
Yeah, but at first you've got to like nearly crouch down on the floor. Then you can sort of, you get into it. But
Andrew Phillips, g'day. Lewis Rogan as well.
I love the burning hot showers at Warwick.
Jason Tompkins says, good, chilling with the wild turkey.
That's the way.
Even with the lengthening to a quarter mile track, Matt explains that Warwick is still focusing on being a top-notch 8th mile track. All our club events and stuff like the 6 Bang and Nats will stay as 8th mile, but now we'll have the ability to run as a full quarter for certain events if needed, such as the Street Machine Drag Challenge weekend when they bring that up here. Matt says that with the delays, it's unlikely the track will be open again this year, but he has high hopes for 2022.
How many Barras could a Barra if a Barra could Barra Barras?
Barras.
I don't know.
How many?
Thanks, Tay, for the $30. You're a legend.
Cheers, brother.
Once we get the whole track poured and the walls back up for the 8th mile, we'll start running 8th mile events again, which will hopefully be around March next year. In the meantime, racers can get their fix at Carnell Raceway in Stanthorpe, Ironbark Raceway in Roma, and, of course, Willowbank.
I'm sort of thinking now, like, could it really be that bad if we go out to the new ATL compound with crappy internet? Because here with good internet, it seems pretty crappy all the time anyway. Is that right?
Yes.
Could it be worse?
It probably would be, yes. Unless we had a hardwired connection, then maybe it's okay.
Hardwired to where? Because it doesn't help if you don't have anything going into the, whole system.
Yeah.
Like I can hardwire it to a modem, but if that modem's not connected to anything at the new play style, it could be an issue, right?
True.
Typing away there, you got something?
Yeah, I was just adding in names on the wheel, adding in Tay onto the wheel.
Tay's on the wheel. Yes. Because we're going to give away some more stuff.
Tay says doesn't sound the same in a non-Aussie accent.
It doesn't sound like a barra. Eh? A barra.
The NIS says hashtag let's dig some fibre optic. Tay says, have you heard of Telstra's new fibre to the shed?
Fibre to the shed, that's what we need.
Mechanical Dave, g'day, how you going?
G'day, mate. G'day. I need, what's the Skynet or whatever? It's not Skynet, that's Terminator. You know what I'm talking about, though, don't you?
Starlink or Skylink?
Starlink, is that it? Skylink. Yeah, it's the Mr. Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
I've forgotten his name. Elon Musk.
Yep.
His internet thing. Now, that would be for the places that are a little bit out of town, right?
Yes.
Like, ideal for an ATL compound.
Mm-hmm.
Aye?
Yeah.
Just
Maybe.
Maybe? Oh, just maybe.
Could be.
Anyway, we're digressing. Let's just give something
Tay
away.
says, give old mate a call back.
He was going to speed up my Telstra. He told me I had issues with Telstra before he told me he was my father from India. What are we giving away, Tyler?
Some stickers and a addictive events. Absolute Engineering Drag Challenge stubby cooler.
Throwing them away. Yeah, there's some here. Where's the sticker? I need one of these ones.
Spark plug shoebox repairs.
Oh, I don't reckon he's got one of these ones.
I don't think so.
Can we see that?
Good question.
That's
Let me
not
switch
right.
back to the other screen. There we go.
Anyone see it?
Yeah.
That'll just get blurry because it's like... Because it's not autofocus, Tyler. No. You've just got no light. Is that the problem? We'll give the wrong colour.
It's big orange now.
One of those. One of those. And some stubby holders and some bits and pieces. And one of no, you can't have one of those. It's not ours to give away. Sorry. You have to go over to McWally's HQ for that.
Mm-hmm.
You should go over there, actually. I'd show you some of the shirts, but I don't have any other than one. McWally's HQ,
Mm-hmm.
they've got some.
There's a really nice Apocalypse one in there that I've been thinking about ordering myself.
You want to get the 2020 HQ run that didn't happen shirt.
Yep.
It is. I don't have one that I can show on camera because they got printed and went last night.
Mm.
I have one to print. I could just print one out now, actually. You want to do that? Hang around and watch me print a shirt? No. Maybe on another channel. Anyway, we'll move on. I've got to write that down.
Yes.
You have to drink more, Brad.
What's
You've
up
got a lot of
next?
stubby holders.
What's up next?
We've got a story
Okay.
about cars and tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the ATL compound,
Yeah.
this could be it.
Yeah. Lang Lang.
Yeah, this is slightly out of budget, maybe by some zeros. It's only zeros. It's the only issue. On this is zeros.
600,000.
Yeah, they wanted like 33 million. But if it's only zeros, right? What's a zero worth?
Zero.
Nothing. That's right. So if we can convince them zeros are worth nothing, let's just take 2 off and we can deal. Hey?
Yeah. If you can do that, then why not?
I should probably message them. Should we?
Welcome back, Darren.
How can we get them on the phone? Let's try and call in VinFast. I was going to say VinWiki, but no, it's VinFast. Let's try and call them up and do a deal now on Lang Lang. How cool would it be to have a track like that?
Would be very cool.
It's a very good complex.
Mm-hmm. The Lang Lang Proving Ground, once again, been abandoned by a manufacturer, with the Vietnamese company to leave Australia and close the site. Cars Guide has been told that around 50 people, engineers and techs, mostly ex-Holden, will be impacted by the move, with VinFast to cease operations by the end of September. And while Holden and Ford were both regarded as fairly generous with their severance packages, Cars Guide understands that it is not the feeling this time around.
They were here for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
So, very unfortunate.
It sold handed over for 36.3 million.
And yeah, 36 million. There you go. So that was recently. We did talk about this story when it did sell.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just leaving the country. They're getting out.
Yep.
Obviously, COVID and everything's changed what their plans were.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it goes to waste and comes to a price that we can afford.
Yes.
They get rid of those worthless zeros on the end of their price tag.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
That's all we can hope for.
Dang Dang says, I'm currently about 30 k's from Lang Lang. Used to live just up the hill from there.
Oh, really? That's close.
If they hadn't already left, he could drop in and say,
yeah,
well,
I've got an offer
for you.
Yeah, I got an offer. The boys are on the line.
Rat Fink, g'day. How you going?
We're getting rid of some of those worthless zeros off your price tag. G'day, Ron. But they're keen. They're keen without all those worthless zeros.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We just get rid of all the zeros on the end of it.
Yeah, why not?
$33.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good offer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
33 and a schooner of Dave's home brew.
Yeah.
That's worth all the zeros in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Limited edition signed Skyline poster as well. 33 poster.
33 poster for the $33.
Yes. Well, you see, art is subjective. Art is subjective, so that could be worth anything.
It seems very fitting.
It's worth whatever someone will pay it. So all you got to do is just get that artwork valued at $33 million.
It seems very fitting that it is a 33
mm-hmm.
and we're offering 33.
Yes.
I don't know. This just seems like it's got to happen. We might as well just start packing stuff and moving it now.
Mm.
Like, how can it not happen?
Yeah, just go in there and start moving in.
Is everyone as confident as me? I don't think they're going to knock back this offer. We're just cancelling out the worthless zeros and going straight with it. It's going to be good. Anyway.
What's up next? What do we got next?
Rat says kids were telling him there's some crazy fighting or stuff going on over here. Oh, we've had some protests.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too much.
Marv says $33 will buy you a whole village in Italy. Just got to fix the village when you buy it as part of the contract.
That's not a bad deal. Rat, no, we've had some protests. There's a couple of Muppets, but nothing too serious. I don't think. Well, yeah, there probably was. There was a few coppers got knocked around, a few police. But outside of that, it's not like a protest in France. You see those ones, they go on like for 3 days and burn everything down. And I've seen them, they go nuts, those guys sometimes. Plenty of other worse ones than ours. But it was probably one of the
worst recent ones.
Yeah. Just find a lot of people are uprising against lockdowns and stuff like that. So a lot of the guys here in the chat are stuck in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I got in my day job. A lot of I got staff dealing with lockdown every day.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to keep them busy because they work out on the road, and they're stuck at home. So trying to keep them busy doing stuff each day and
See
engaged. So see you, mate. Thank you. We'll let you know if you win anything else tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, nothing too much. Anyway, we can't get onto that topic, can we?
No.
So that's not what we're about here. We're about Shiggles.
What's up next on the news stories?
Shiggles?
I don't know. Might be a sad story.
Are we about Shiggles though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
We're about HQs.
Yes, HQs. The Holden HQ run was on 2 weekends ago.
Yep.
I had to think then.
Took you 2 weeks to do that. Thought you get it. Broken edit.
Yes, and of course we mentioned and the gold ones were there. That part of the 50th anniversary, and Holden HQ 50 celebrations marked by GM erasing Holden from history with shuttered media website and expected rebranding of service centres to AC Delco.
It's an end of an era, mate.
Yep.
So to speak, hey?
Mm-hmm. General Motors has taken one more step towards wiping out the history and legacy of Holden in Australia with the deletion of the Holden portion of its global media website, pulled down in the lead up to the 50th anniversary of one of the most important and much loved models in the history of the Australian automotive history. The HQ Holden follows on from reports earlier this week that Holden's service and spare parts outlets are being renamed to AC Delco over time. Both actions are unprecedented as well as unexpected in the local car industry, as the American owner of Holden since 1926 continues to expunge the Lion brand's public face, name and logo from public view forever.
Jeff in chat there, stuck in lockdown central. Hey, mate. Thanks for the comments.
G'day, Jeff.
Stick with it. It's hard. It's hard. We're pretty lucky up here in Queensland. We had a week of it, and we feel like a week's tough. We don't know what it's like, do we? We're very lucky.
We are. It is a process that started after the announcement of Holden's demise in February 2020 and is on course to erase the Fisherman's Bend-based brand 72-year history of manufacturing and importing vehicles in Australia by the end of this decade. While GM Australia and New Zealand still operates holden.com.au and holden.co.nz, respectively, with servicing parts, warranty and customer support information, as well as some superficial history, it ignores key historic models like the first, the 48215 FX, HR, HQ and VN, as well as the final Australian designed, engineered and built Holden, the VF Commodore, from 2013 to 2017. In fact, the look back at Holden's history seems to stop at 2012 in the brand's timeline with a photo of an unsuccessful American import, the Chevrolet-made Volt. The unannounced takedown of the Holden portion of the US corporation's global media site is especially indicative of GM's motives, given that it has operated over 4 decades as a source of detailed news and archive, including images material going back to before the introduction of the first Holden car in 1948. Any attempts to access the Holden press material at media.gm.com is met with a 404 page not found. Meanwhile, AC Delco, under other names including AC Delco and AC, has been a part of GM since 1918, and so is a known brand associated with Holden through its dealer network from the beginning.
I think you used to buy your options through AC Delco, right? Like, so you bought your
when we had
FC.
A chat to the fella with, I think it was the FC, wasn't it? We had a chat to him.
FJ. Yeah, so I think you bought all your radio, your wireless, whatever it was, your heater, all the different bits and pieces. I think even your air cleaner. You didn't. I don't think you even got one of those on some of those early models, but you bought all that from AC Delco, right?
Yep.
Your factory options.
Mm-hmm. Reports suggest that some of the remaining Holden dealer services outlets have been in discussions with AC Delco executives to rebrand, though when this is likely to happen is not known yet. As part of Holden's exit strategy in Australia, GMA must supply servicing and spare parts for models going back to a certain age for up to 10 years. Under the GMSV moniker, GM is gearing up for the release of Chevrolet Corvette in Australia alongside the right-hand drive re-engineered and sale of imported Chevrolet Silverado pickup trucks. Trev, g'day Trev, home from Archerfield, I'm guessing? Dang Dang says GM will be bankrupt within 5 to 10 years unless some drastic changes happen.
Someone said they'd never seen so many HQs. I've never seen so many HQ shirts. Hey, there's one. One I printed earlier.
There you go.
One of the run shirts.
You can pick them up. You didn't have to go. Was it Mick Wally's? Check out the HQ Run page.
I'm not plugged in. My battery's
HQ Holden Run page. If you check that out.
You didn't plug my laptop in there, Tyler.
My bad.
I'm gonna find that.
Did you find it? Rick Welsh, g'day. How you going?
Hey, mate. G'day. Just tell the story. So
Says, hey boys, happy Thursday. Great to see you guys at the HQ Run.
we had a great time.
G'day Shane, how you going? You found it?
Yeah.
So.
Problem solved. Don't worry about that. All good. No panic. We're all good. But yeah, no, if you want to get a HQ shirt, you get one of those at Mick Wally's HQ.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You check out the HQ Holden Run Facebook page.
Yep.
You'll be able to find it.
Or just look, seriously, there's not too many places called Mick Wally's HQ.
That's
true.
true.
You can Google it. Mick Wally's HQ will come up. Mick Wally's HQ Shopify.
It just comes up as soon as you search Mick Wally's HQ. There
Yeah, that's what I said. There's not too many places on Google
That's true.
called Mick Wally's HQ.
You also get sent to the HQ Holden Run Facebook page. From
There you
that
go.
Google search. There you go.
There's one,
No worries,
2,
Darren.
3, 4, 5 different designs.
Mm.
So, 5 different designs on there. Pick one of those. Get yourself some HQ merch if you're a HQ fan. What are we giving away?
We are giving away another stubby cooler and some more stickers.
So that means we've still got at least 3 more high buster tickets to give away.
Yes.
Taylor Makel John.
Tay.
Tay, there you go. You won yourself some stickers, mate.
Tay can pick him up if he finds the right house again this time.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. He doesn't
Or I
know
can
where he's
deliver
going
them.
now. Or
Or I
you can,
deliver
you can
them.
take them.
He's only around the corner.
You could drop them in for him. That would save us a bit of postage. That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that's a good plan.
Yep. Dad says friend just picked up his Silverado and did a rod in under 600 kilometres. Will be 4 weeks to
really?
get parts to fix. Jeez.
Is that the V8 model? That couldn't be a Duramax.
Mm.
Duramax wouldn't do chuck a rod in 6 weeks, surely. Warranty, I guess, at least. Anyway, are we on to another story?
I may have missed it, Chris. We'll have a look.
What's that?
Email about stickers.
Ah, no, missed.
Alrighty.
Um,
Highway patrol car.
just back on the HQ run
no,
before we do
sorry,
move
okay.
on. Sorry.
My bad.
we did a story, I think, on we had a chat to our friend Chris on the HQ run.
Yep.
And we didn't pick out the nicest looking HQ there. Found the rusty old Gold Stato.
Yep.
They come out of a paddock. We managed to do that last time on the last HQ video. If you look back from our 2019 HQ video, we found the mouldy panel van.
Yes.
Which Chris also had a mouldy panel van there as well.
Yes. Not quite as mouldy as that one, though.
No. But he did have like all the wasps that had come out of the demister when he turned it on and stuff on the morning on the way there. Yeah, you know, do people like seeing that?
It was Nazco.
That old Nazco wasn't the AC Delco. Did we get it wrong?
Yes.
We're way off. Thank you. Who was that?
Scotty
Spin,
S.
spin, spin,
Thanks,
spin, spin, spinner, spin, 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 love ya, baby.
Shane Kane.
Okay, good on you, mate. Nazco, thanks, Scott. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you. It wasn't AC Delco. We're way off, but we knew it. We were talking about just all wrong. Is that how it works? But yeah, do you like seeing the old rusty out of the paddock stuff like that as well? And would you like us to go and have a look? Because Chris, and I have seen pictures. I haven't been to Chris's place, but he does have about 100 cars sitting in the paddock.
There you go.
I don't think you've seen it, have you?
No, I haven't seen it. I did hear in the video, though, talking about potentially going out there to get one started.
Yeah. And we talked about doing that with DJ at Automotive Carnage, you know, heading over to WA and he'd take us out and find us something to
It is
try
a
and
little
keep
bit
running.
hard for us to get over to WA at the moment, though.
But we could get to Chris's place
Yes.
and pop out the back of his joint and get something. I think there's an XW, actually. I think there that he said might be a good one for us to have a bit of a play around on.
Okay.
I don't know. Would people like to see that? Let us know. You know, go and find something in the paddock that hasn't been started in 5 or 10 years, maybe more. Get it going. You know, do a lap around the paddock, put it back in the spot and let it sit there for another 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
More. It's probably longer than that.
Dang Dang says, love the Wags that was covered in rust and faded green with one spray painted door and that sneaky 5 poster.
Favourites in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different stuff down there at his place too. And he's quite willing to have us down there and said, no worries,
James
come on
Bayless says,
down,
do
have
it.
fun. Yeah. And it's a bit of,
Dang Dang says,
you know we're not
junkyard dig
mechanic,
spec.
and you know we're not vice grip. We don't like. He knows how to get a car running.
Yes.
We don't. We got to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We got to learn. We got to learn about the fire maker happener and cleaning that out in the sparkulator. We can't just do a carby rebuild off camera in an hour. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Anyway.
Alrighty. Now I'll put this back up. The XR6, the highway patrol car. This is the last
Stickers.
Carnage. Thank you. $5. Legend.
What's more stickers?
The XR6 is the last Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo highway patrol car, and it sold for a record $94,500.
How much?
$94,500.
Wow.
Yep.
Not a bad price tag.
The last Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo highway patrol car in Australia has sold for more than 3 times the long-term average price for ex-police cars. The total price of $99,225 once the 5.5% auction fee is added. It's roughly twice the price of a Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo when new in 2016.
Does it keep all the sign writing and stuff on it as well?
Probably not. I would imagine it doesn't.
I'd prefer that it did.
Yes, of course, because that's sort of what you want, right?
So it actually looks like a highway patrol car, but then there's some
There'd
legality
be
issues.
legalities around. You cannot drive
Yes.
with that. Strictly for movies or something.
Profit doesn't go to the New
Tay
South
says how
Wales
many
Police.
kilometres? Let's have a look.
It'd have to be a few.
86,000.
Oh, that's not bad. Actually, that's not as many as I thought.
86,000 over 4 years.
That's not much at all. Profit doesn't go to the New South Wales Police or the New South Wales government because the police cars are all owned by lease companies.
Oh, there you go.
There is still a small number of Ford Falcon police cars used as general duty sedans and dog squad utilities. And there's an unmarked Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo still used by the New South Wales Police Tactical Response Unit.
Mm-hmm.
The white XR6 Turbo that went under the hammer last night is believed to be the end of the line for Highway Patrol Ford Falcons nationally.
There you go.
And there is another image of it, and it is completely returned to stock looking.
Ah. Shame.
It's just a white Falcon. Hey?
Mm.
You see that?
Yes.
We'll share the link in the podcast show notes.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's next?
The story.
Okay. It's generally how we do it. DeLorean.
Oh, you know this car. Have you seen this movie?
I have.
One movie you've ever seen in your whole entire life.
After 3, isn't it?
3 movies you've seen in your life. I would love a DeLorean. Actually, I did not tell you this. Sally was with me,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I think,
It is a shame it doesn't come with the police stickers and lights.
Sally was with me last weekend, and surprise, surprise, because she lives with me and was with me all the time. But she was with me last weekend as well,
dang,
and
dang.
we were driving up Hope Island Road, and the other direction, a DeLorean,
Mm-hmm.
full Back to the Future spec,
Oh, there you go.
like the whole setup.
Like this one?
Yes, 100% like that one.
There you go. That's pretty cool.
So Sally will comment if she's still awake there.
So have you had enough of 2021? This fan-built DeLorean time machine may not be able to transport you whenever you want to go, but it will be able to give you all the 1985 or 1955 vibes you need, and it is for sale. The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
I would love to own a DeLorean.
I would too.
Back to the Future is it definitely is a fan movie for me.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that one.
It is a rear engine Gullwing coupe. It's impressive enough after receiving a movie faithful transformation at the end of 2020. This particular example does everything Marty McFly could possibly need, except time travel. It features a 97.
Does it do 88 miles an hour?
Good question.
Well, the DeLorean actually never did 88 miles an hour.
That's
Did you
what
know
I was
that?
about to say is it said good question. It probably doesn't with its 97 kilowatts. And
No, the DeLorean never did 88 miles per hour, and they actually changed the speedo in all the DeLoreans in the movie to look like they went to 90 mile an hour when they didn't. I think they stopped at 80 or 85.
There you go. It features a 97 kilowatt, 207 newton meter Volvo source 2.8 litre V6 and a 3-speed automatic transmission. The car has 13,000 original miles on the odometer and even the original bill of sale from 1982. The alternator and vehicle electrics have been upgraded to power all the accessory equipment and lighting, and judging from the photos, the car has been well looked after over the past 40 years. It is up for auction. The bidding currently stands at $85,000 with 2 days to go. This may be done... Not yet, no. There still is at least 1 day to go. So if you are keen on buying a DeLorean, head over to bringatrailer.com and it's on there. It's currently at $96,000 and it ends in 7 hours.
Gosh, it's cold.
Scotty S says a real flux capacitor is the trick. 88 miles per hour and you're gone. Tay says 2JZ swap DeLorean. Marv says K swap it. James Baylor says LS swaps look better.
How much? What's it at?
96,000 US.
There's one sitting at 782 motors.
Well, there you go.
I don't think he'll sell that one though. It's his.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give away a Hayabusa ticket.
Okay.
The NIS is 6BT Cummins and roll some coal. Stephen Lever's off to work. No worries.
See you,
Have a good
mate.
one.
Have a good night. Late work start.
Whoa. Is it going to tick over?
Spark plug shoebox repairs.
Got himself another ticket. Well done. I think he won one last wheel.
I don't remember. But he's asleep.
Yes.
Wake him up, Beck. Let him know he won. We've still got a couple more to give away.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Don't go to sleep yet, even though he managed to win one in his sleep.
Yep.
You want another story?
Yes.
I think I've
You've
got
already
one
got
ready.
it. You've already got it ready. The Chevrolet Camaro EV.
We gotta do
EV. You've got to do an electric vehicle story as we normally do. The Chevrolet Camaro EV sedan takes shape. Would this be a suitable electric replacement for? They compare it to the Holden Commodore SS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's actually why I put it in here, because of what they compared it to.
It's what would you rather, an SS Holden Commodore or an electric Chevy?
It was a close one, Tay. I thought that was who it was going to go to, but it did tick over into Mr. Sparkplug.
Maybe on the next one.
Yep. Who knows? Anyone could take it.
I don't know. What are they? Are they serious? Are this what they're bringing out?
This is the renders.
Yep.
The computer-generated images blend elements of the current Camaro with an EV twist. Why do they have to look different if they're an EV? Like, why can't they just do the exact same body as the Camaro? Like, when they brought out the EV Mustang, why didn't they just do the Mustang as an EV? Why did they have to make some weird SUV crossover thing?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And then like some other ones, Hondas and different stuff, look like something out of Tron.
I'd take the Honda E though. The Honda E is pretty cool.
I think we might have a photo of that coming up. Have you seen the movie Tron?
Yes, I have actually.
Oh, look out. You've seen 4 movies.
Tay says maybe a Malibu.
It's... Sorry, I'm just not in an EV mood tonight at all. I don't know. It's hard to say. Look, I've seen some... We talked about some quick EVs on the strip and stuff last week, didn't we? Was that last week? Week before?
I think it was last week.
It was
The
a
Rimac-
show
the
that we
Rimac.
did once. Yeah.
Yep. Trev's thinking about buying a 2J version of Marv's Beast.
A 2J version of an electric vehicle.
The Cressida.
Yep.
The Crostita. He's looking about buying one of those.
Oh.
I think I saw one for sale, actually. It was like a fully engineered one. It's like 30,000, 33,000 or something.
Gee. They don't miss you now, do they?
Marv says won't be satisfied until Tyler watches Cannonball Run.
Totally agree. It's just a running joke every week on what movies Tyler hasn't watched. I don't know. I think we move on. I've got nothing else on this story.
Yes,
What
neither
you
do
reckon?
I. No, it's not a suitable replacement. There we go.
That's our decision.
Since everyone was super keen on the Toyota GR86,
Were they?
yeah,
The comments went nuts for this.
yeah, it was insane. Can't believe it.
We were getting emails for weeks
Yes,
about it.
yeah, they were
Asking
asking
where do you get one? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Toyota.
Subaru. The GR86 has been
Search
delayed.
BRZ.
Order book has been closed for the current model, and stock was almost gone as the launch of the new 86 is now due in 2022.
Ah,
There you go.
that's a whole year after 2021.
It is.
That's next year.
But yeah, not really any faster. No turbos still.
Not much better than electric Chevys.
At least it makes a noise, I suppose.
Okay, it's better than an electric Chevy. We'll give it that. We'll give it that.
All right. Let's do another giveaway. Let's give away another stubby cooler and some more stickers.
Got to keep Sal busy tomorrow. It's a day off. She's got like things to pack and send out to you guys and tickets to buy for a day off. She loves that.
Carnage free burnout car.
Carnage free burnout car.
Congratulations. Some stickers.
Did he say sticker before?
He did, I believe.
Well, you got stickers. We'll send you some stickers.
He did say stickers. Shane Kane said spin.
We'll send you some spins. And we'll send you some stickers.
It is. The 86 is also designed as like a platform that's a good platform to start from. But the problem is where you start from is quite expensive.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Tyler, you just mentioned a car before.
Mm-hmm. I did.
And you said you wanted it. And here's a picture of it.
I do. I do want one of these. This would be an awesome little city runabout.
Where are you city running about it to?
I don't know.
Not if I buy out of
Pimpamar City.
Not if I buy an hour out of town and make you drive out every Thursday night to do a video. You plug in on the way.
You could possibly make it there and then charge and come back the next day if you'd have to.
I guess it would.
But yes, the reason the Honda E is on the screen is because we're going to talk about which car brands are going all electric.
Okay.
And when.
Tell me.
All right. Let me scroll down and see if it gives me a good list. Alfa Romeo is going
all electric,
fully electrified lineup by 2030.
Okay.
Alpine.
10 years. Yeah.
Alpine, the stereo company.
What is Alpine cars? I don't even know an Alpine car.
Alpine has also assumed responsibility for the development of all future Renault Sport models, indicating the next-gen Renault Clio RS and Megane RS will remain as electrifying as they are today in a different way. Doesn't tell me when it's going to be electrified. But that's Renault's high-performance sub-brand.
Okay.
They're going to become fully electric by the end of the decade. There you go, 2030 as well.
Okay.
Aston Martin.
The DV.
They've announced as long ago as 2018, or Aston Martin Lagonda, sorry. It's going to be an electric sub-brand. Audi.
So they're leaving themselves open by having a sub-brand.
Yeah. Audi suggests that it intends to build its last combustion engine vehicle in 2026, suggesting that it will become an all-electric brand within the next 10 years. That is not too far away. Bentley. Bentley are saying completely battery electric by 2030.
Yeah, right.
They're going to be exclusively plug-in hybrids by 2026.
Oh.
Citroen, all electrified 2025.
Yeah, I was never going to buy a Citroen. That's okay.
Fiat, 2025. Ford in Europe, 2030. In Europe.
2025 is not far away.
It is not. General Motors. American giant General Motors, which produces brands such as Chevrolet, Cadillac, and GMC, is charging towards an electrified future with the born-again Hummer brand and individual models such as the Chevrolet Bolt small hatch, but it won't stop there. It's promised to end production of all petrol and diesel-powered cars, SUVs, and trucks by 2035.
Wow.
Honda.
No GM petrol-powered vehicles.
Honda has pledged itself to transform into a zero-emissions brand by 2040. A decent bit of time left there.
Yep, okay. So we've still got to...
Jag.
After GMs, we'll be buying Hondas.
Jaguar.
Jag.
2025, as soon as 2025.
Not far away.
Lotus.
Yep.
Got
a few of those in the shed. Yep.
Let's keep looking, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't say when. Just says looks like that's their future. Mini.
Yep.
Mini plans to turn its entire range to PHEVs from 2025 and do away with the combustion engine completely by 2030. Maserati.
Okay. Maseratis, yep.
That its entire range will be plug-in or fully electric by 2025. Peugeot, 2025. Volkswagen, 2035. Volvo, 2025. And that's it.
There's a few there in as little as 4 years' time.
Mm-hmm.
Will be all electric. I wasn't planning on buying any of those brands. So it's okay. Maybe GM. Actually, I wasn't planning on buying anything, but
Marv says, why haven't Scale Electrics taken over the EV game? They've been doing it since forever.
that's a bloody good point. I've got a few Scale Electrics cars.
James says, Dodgem cars, still the best option. We can literally crash into everyone on the way to work and laugh about it.
I like that idea.
Shane Sermon says, Tamiya.
It's Mia. Yes, yep. Remote control. Sorry, I'm just catching up on my stories here. We've still got a couple to go. And
Tay
we've still
says,
got
drive to
more.
Ormo Coles. They have an EV charger there.
Oh, really?
Um,
I had to go to Walmart the other day.
You did.
They sent me out there to get my 5G injection.
Mm.
Huh?
Yep.
Didn't help the bloody reception tonight, did
I
it?
bet you feel connected now.
Yes. I was still on. I was still running live. The show wasn't.
It was a good joke that we had when you meant to send me Broadbeach and it sent through broadband.
Yeah, I'm going to go to broadband. What was it? Something
I
about-
thought you said I'm going to get the broadband one.
Yeah.
So I said I opted for the 5G option.
I meant to Broadbeach. I'm going to go to the Broadbeach Injection Centre. Injection Centre sounds like I'm up to something else. I don't know. I'm halfway there. You double
Alright.
shotted, mate. Double shot for you.
Yes, completely. All done.
You're safe.
Yep.
Well,
Can still get it, but shouldn't get it as bad.
shouldn't die. Hopefully. Got to worry about that stuff these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like some young people.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, we talk some COVID crap on here too.
Yes. All right. What's next? The greatest.
The greatest.
The greatest. World's greatest car mystery
I've never.
may
Is
finally be sold.
What is the world's greatest?
It's the
car
most
mystery?
iconic and valuable vehicle in cinema history. It disappeared more than 2 decades ago.
Right.
Now, a world-renowned expert in recovering stolen art tells Drive he knows where it's hiding. He told Drive specifically.
I didn't know it was missing. How is it the world's greatest mystery?
I don't know. I just saw this one. Thought
Okay.
the headline was interesting. One of the world's most perplexing automotive mysteries may have finally been solved on a warm June night in 1997. The near mythical. That's the same year I was born and the same month. Maybe it was me. The near mythical Aston Martin DB5 stunt car, driven on screen by Sean Connery in the classic James Bond film Goldfinger, seemingly disappeared without a trace while in storage at a Florida airport. In a heist befitting of its own spy franchise, thieves allegedly broke into a secure alarmed warehouse and dragged the vehicle to a waiting cargo plane on a runway without attracting the attention of security or leaving a shred of evidence.
Tay didn't know what that Scale Electrics was.
Ah.
You do, don't you?
That's the track cars, isn't it? The slot cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have it in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Should we set it up? We'll
We
invite
could.
Tay around and we'll set up we'll set it up and we'll.
Have some races.
That hasn't been out in a long
It
time.
has not. No, that like Cambodia was the last time that was out, I think.
You were like still at school.
Yes.
Might have to get the old Stilo out and
Probably
clean up the tracks.
Probably still primary school, I think. I don't actually think we've set it up when I was in high school.
Maybe not. We might have to get the Stilo and Stilo the tracks. Get the good contacts.
Chassis DP216/1, one of just 2 examples built for the Blockbuster and the only to feature functional gadgets including an ejector seat, stowaway machine guns, and bulletproof shield, had been purchased a decade earlier by US real estate developer Anthony Puglisi III. for $250,000 US. By the time it went missing, it was insured for US $4.2 million. For years following its disappearance, rumours circulated in the Florida tabloid press claiming the car had been dumped at a sea near the Bahamas, stolen by organised criminals, or destroyed by its owner as part of an insurance scam. However, no concrete leads ever emerged until now. Christopher Marinello is one of the world's foremost experts in recovering stolen artefacts of historical significance, having spent the best part of 3 decades tracking down paintings from Vincent van Gogh, Pablo Picasso, and Claude Monet.
How do you go from tracking down Vincent van Gogh pictures to a car from Goldfinger?
As well as ancient Roman artifacts, pre-Columbian sculptures, and looted Nazi treasures. Earlier this week, he told Drive he knows where the car is. We have a strong inclination it's currently in the Middle East. I don't believe it was destroyed at all. A few months ago, I received a very interesting report that somebody had actually seen the Aston Martin that we were looking for, and that they were able to give us details that only someone who had actually seen our car would know. So, the Middle East is where it looks like it might be.
So the printer's
Mr. B.
starting up over there.
G'day, Mr. B.
G'day, Mr. B. A couple of comments there as well. Trev said, did I see the EV extinguisher bin I sent him?
Tay says,
Yes, I
haha,
did.
calm down, boys. I had one as a kid.
The EV extinguisher bin, I did see that. Trev sent me the other day. It was like they've got to put EVs on fire, right? Because they've got to submerge it because the battery is like dangerous still at that point, and you've got to like cool down the battery so much because it'll just continue to catch on fire. So they put it in this thing and like completely submerged the car. This was in like France or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like a big, like a big skip bin.
Yeah.
And they just pick up the car and plop it in it, full of water, and then they got to drain that thing because they can't let that water go into the waterways because of the lithium or whatever that's in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to it. You can't just have a car fire in an EV and spray it out with a bit of water like from the fire truck thing. Yeah.
There's lots of electric puns going on in the chat.
Yes, tell me something.
So let's scroll back up and start here.
It's alternating. I saw that.
James says that's a bit draining. Marv says don't get me charged up about this. Marv says not really a shock there. Trev says you'll be discharged. James says hang guys, let's not get amped up here. James says I'm trying to resist the enjoining. Marv says I'm glad I'm watching this at home. NIA says now I'm thinking so hard it hurts.
Well done.
JRM Rob says watch how many EV cars burn down a person's house because of a battery fire.
Yeah, it's like really serious. Like, it's not like, that's why they have this thing that they submerge it in. I'll send it to you.
Scotty says we get so many bulletins on dealing with EVs with the RFS. They're
Maybe
a
I
bit
should
scary.
share it to the group. Trev could share it to the group,
Mm-hmm.
in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
You could see it in there.
Mm-hmm. Chris Young says LiPo about to explode are submerged in salt water for many, many hours.
Yeah, that's what they're doing with them. Yeah, they submerge them and then.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Let's not do the next story. Let's give away. What do we got left? We got 2 more tickets, right? We got 2 more tickets and 1 more stubby cooler and sticker pack sitting over there. Let's give away another ticket.
Okay. We're doing it.
Scotty S says a lot of dads in this chat.
I love a good dad joke.
Brendan Bennett.
Brendan Bennett. Hopefully you're still here. First time on the wheel. And you've got yourself a Hayabusa ticket. You just have to send us an email.
We need your details.
Yes. There's
hope he's
our
still
email,
here.
David,
We need
David
that.
Overtaking Lane or info@overtakinglane.com.au.
Yep.
Send through your details to that. Name, phone number, address, or just email it first, and then we'll give you a list of what you need to send through.
Tag him. Congratulations. I hope he made it to the second
Mm.
stream.
Hopefully.
We need your details. And for anyone wondering whether I'd get through that, the jug in the show. Yes, Trev, I did get it on Messenger. Drop it in the group.
All right. I got the next story up, and you can talk about it.
Okay.
I'm going to duck to the bar.
Tyler's got the next story up, and I'm going to talk about the fact that Tyler's got the next story up. So he pressed the button that put the story into the screen, but he didn't actually even have the slides, so that didn't work.
You did, actually.
Oh.
changed the slides.
Oh, I'm actually talking about the story.
Yes.
Oh, not just the fact that you put the story up. Okay. We'll try that. Touchscreens making cars more dangerous. That is what the story is about. And if you're asking me, yes. We can't touch our phones while we're driving in a car, but we can touch the touch screen and the nav man, the infotainment bloody system. The screens are getting bigger. You know, the Tesla's got a giant screen. We've got so much different stuff going on in our cars these days, which is okay to touch. You can't touch your phone because that's dangerous, but you can touch all this other stuff. How is it any different? That's my opinion. Probably should tell the story because I've already given away my opinion, but touchscreen tech has opened up new horizons for car makers, but are they making drivers less safe? Is the story on motoring.com.au. Comment says, Ashton is a 12-year-old and a wizard on his mobile phone. On this ever-ready device, he's able to type out a lengthy message to a friend with such hand-blurring speed that he sometimes responds before getting a reply. Not knowing there was once a time when mobile phones didn't actually exist, Ashton constructs his day around the instant, life-enhancing social connections this anything but innocent technology enables. In doing so, he also embraced another, the now indispensable new age technology, the touchscreen. The omnipresent touchscreen is seen everywhere, from mobile phones, wall ovens, to supermarket cash registers, to supersonic fighters, and suborbital spacecraft, as well as our cars. Where the cars are concerned, there's a big catch. Just as the car makers look for new ways to exploit touchscreens, they're also making things easier for the driver. There's a growing awareness that they could actually be making the driver environment more dangerous, though. Not in terms of system failure or electric shocks caused by faulty design, of course, but in terms of road safety. Unlike, say, an airplane pilot using touchscreens who is often backed up by a co-pilot and rarely needs to respond instantly to a developing situation, a car driver must be constantly alert while at the wheel. It's an ever-changing environment, as practically everybody knows. Even a momentary distraction can have disastrous consequences. Things unfold awfully quickly in a moving vehicle and even at low speeds. The problem is that to car designers, touchscreens are alluring. Many are falling over themselves to outdo the competitors, to the point that today a dashboard with the sort of physical button is generally regarded as archaic, unsightly and inefficient. The tactility of buttons, knobs and levers is overwhelmingly past. The question, though, is whether or not touchscreens in fact ask too much of the driver. Safe operation of a moving vehicle requires a constant focus on what is developing outside, the movements of other cars, pedestrians, bikes, riders, traffics, of course. We know all the bits and pieces. I don't need to go through that. Just about the last thing a driver needs is their attention demanded by the bloody touchscreen. We've got a few comments. Brendan Bennett still here. Excellent, mate. Send through your details, buddy. You could be the winner of a Hayabusa. You will get a ticket in the draw for that. And we've had people win these before. The Maloo, not too long ago. Couple of good on yous. AirPlay, Taylor says, especially with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you basically put your phone on another screen. Yeah. How is it different? But that is okay. 55-inch infotainment touchscreens in the bubble. Go for it, Marv. See how you go. If you can get away with it. Tyler's gone the long way round. I can see him doing the shuffle past the HJ because I've got it on the hoist. How you going there, mate? Hey?
Gotta be careful not to slip.
Is there a big puddle of transmission fluid there?
Yes, there is.
Well, I'm freezing cold.
It is like twice the size of the one that we took for the thumbnail photo.
It's gotten bad, hasn't it? That was us fixing it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, good job.
Mark Oliver, g'day. Welcome.
G'day, Mark. Tyler, without me reading through the entire story and boring everyone, me reading a screen, let's talk about screens.
Yes, touch screens in cars.
What do you think? Distracting?
Yes, I actually think they can be distracting if used the wrong way, but then not necessarily any more distracting than your stereo.
Do you think it's... How much difference is there between saying you can't touch your phone to you can't touch your entertainment
Not really any
system?
difference, really. It's the same sort of thing.
Mind you, reading and typing a text message is probably somewhat more difficult to changing your radio station.
Of course. Unless it's the first time in the car and you go...
That's me every time I get in. It depends what car I'm in.
True.
If I'm in the ear of the H, I don't listen to...
Mm.
I've got a big subwoofer or whatever in the back of that thing and don't listen to the radio.
No.
Or the wireless. I don't listen to the wireless. I don't know. I just prefer to listen to the nice sounds of the engine.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm just driving the Isuzu, yeah, we want listen to some Triple M or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, I think they could be distracting, especially as they get bigger. Particularly ones like the Tesla one is massive.
It is. I mentioned that before. It is like...
Well, there's the guy who gets pulled over by a police officer because he thought...
He had a tablet or something in there.
He thought he had a laptop mounted in there.
I did that once. Do you remember that?
I don't remember. I do, but don't. But yes, I think they definitely could be distracting. But with the addition of things like Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, it does make it increasingly easier to use your phone with voice commands. James Baylor says, infotainment could change at any time. The sounds of my people, Dave. Chris Young just posted 2 vids of small lipos going up. Imagine if you were sitting on top of batteries like this, locked in your electric car, because the doors have locked. Just 2021 spec, make it 55-inch, Marv.
Yeah, no, there was a Captiva I had, which I built a laptop mount in the middle of it, and used to be able to drive around and send my email. I'm going down the M1 working. I've been a slight issue with that. Wasn't illegal at the time. I'm sure they would have pulled me over still.
Probably.
Anyway. Where do we go from here, Tyler?
Well, we go into talking about GM's new steering wheel.
Now, we talk about can screens be distracting?
This is a steering wheel concept from GM. And it looks a bit like a handheld video game almost.
I looked the last time I had a handheld video game, Tyler, that was called Donkey Kong.
A video game controller.
Donkey Kong
video,
had like a dual screen.
Handheld thing like a Switch or a PSP.
What's wrong with Donkey Kong?
Or a Game Boy.
You don't even
Game
know
Boy.
that thing.
You know Donkey Kong.
Was it like it was a thing?
Okay.
Very
We
collectible.
had a Game
now.
Boy. We had a Game Boy.
You had a Game Boy.
Yes. Well, you owned it. I used it.
Well, I owned everything that you owned when you were a child.
That's what I mean. You owned it. You had a Game Boy. I used it.
Where is it now? What happened to my Game Boy then?
I have no idea.
What have you done with it? I want it back. I want it back, Tyler. I've never had a go. This is one step further. This is like you've got one of those things. What do you call the red and blue controller?
Switch.
A Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Not some old school dad that knows nothing, am I?
Yes, I do have a Nintendo Switch.
But it's a bit like it looks a little
Yes.
bit switchy.
Yeah, well, like the PSP.
Yeah. Is that still a thing?
Yes, that is still a thing. But yes, a dash with looks like a joystick on one side almost, like a, I don't know what that's supposed to be on the right hand side. Maybe that's your horn button or something.
Yeah.
And then you've got home and menu buttons down there as well.
And then a big autonomous button.
Mm.
Well, that makes it easier if it's autonomous.
Yes,
So.
but I don't know how far into autonomous vehicles that GM is. So
not far at all, I don't think. But they've got a button for it on. That's how far they're in. They've developed.
yes,
a button.
they've put a button on a concept steering wheel.
James says to be in his car and allowed out to drive. Oh.
PSPs still get used
lockdown.
though, Marv. They still get used. People mod them a lot. The PSP and PS Vita.
James, saying, great
the
opportunity to finish a HQ.
The Steam console, that's a new one that's coming out. It's basically like a handheld computer.
Steam console.
Yes.
Is it made from Steam?
No. Well, it's
Oh.
made by Valve, who owns Steam.
Steam valves.
So-
This is not things that will make me think of computer games.
It would if you played computer games. Because you would understand that Steam is like one of the biggest
Things
Still
that are,
online
that are
store.
one of the biggest things that come out of very hot water
Yes.
is
Steam.
steam.
Steam is the
Or
company
hot liquids.
that you generally buy games from.
No, it's just to do with hot liquids. Comes out of my kettle. Oh, well. Lucky we've still got things to give away.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think of this steering wheel?
Yeah, not sure. It's a bit much, I think.
I think Trev's on the page with me. Someone said the new Steam handheld. James said that. Trev says sounds like an iron. It does. He's 100%.
There you go, Mark's in it. Basically the monopoly of the PC gaming world.
Is
Steam.
stuff that comes out of your iron in your kettle. How do they do that?
I don't know. Good question.
A bit like Afterpay.
Yeah.
Just saying. Totally off topic. But it's only not, this time of night, it's not like me to go off topic. Afterpay.
Mm-hmm.
$39 billion. They just got offered for Afterpay, right?
Wow.
2 guys in a shed. Just
Mhm.
saying. 2 guys in a shed have now been offered $39 billion for something. That's what they come up with, right?
Mhm.
I think it was his neighbour. 2 guys over beers come up with an idea, and they born Afterpay.
Mm-hmm.
They have now been offered $39 billion for Afterpay. How could you even spend that in your lifetime?
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't, right? And they've been offered jobs at Afterpay as well, and they'll be very handsomely paid.
Mm.
Obviously, I don't know why you would want a job if you've got $39 billion myself.
Yeah. Good question.
Now, they just released their, I think this week anyway,
Mm-hmm.
in the last couple of days, they released their annual report. Did you know that Afterpay has never made a cent? It has never given dividends to shareholders. It has never made any money. Everything is reinvested because the growth of it, you've got to put all that money back in to lend to
Yeah.
to more and more people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's way off topic.
Mark
but
Oliver says the
that-
best radio is under the bonnet.
It is 100%. 100%.
It is, especially when you get a turbo.
But how's that? A company that has never made any money, has never paid dividends to anyone.
A lot of
now,
companies don't make money nowadays, though,
is now
because they value
being offered
growth.
$39 million.
Because-
a billion.
Because
dollars.
they value growth more than money. Like Uber. Uber,
Yep.
for example, doesn't turn a profit.
It's the same, is it?
Yeah, they actually lose money, but they grow.
Well, that's
that's what
Afterpay.
they're going for, is growth. But then you've got to get to a point where you can convert growth into actually making money. Marv says it was bought by the guy who owns Twitter.
But do they get to pay $39 billion over 3 months? No, in 4 payments. 4 payments with no credit score, no credit checks.
It's only up to $2,000, unfortunately. So that's it. That's all they get. They sold it for $39 billion, but now because of the system's limitations, it's only up to
It was
2,000.
2 Australian guys in their garage over some beers come up with that idea.
Mm.
Now they're worth $39 billion.
Yeah. Massive.
We have got the shittest ideas ever in this garage.
Maybe
Right?
we have great ideas. We've just never done anything with them.
Oh, we got some work to do. Anyway.
Let's switch over. We're going to do the Marf Hoff wheel first. We have no quiz tonight.
There's no quiz, and then
Johnny's-
it's straight to what's on.
We will do. We got the final Hayabusa ticket to give away.
Oh, yeah, we
after
still got
this as well.
giveaways.
So this is the Marf Hoff wheel, and then we'll do the giveaway wheel. If that's loud.
Oh. Wow, headphone warning.
Shane says like Tesla. Yep, Tesla is another one.
Doesn't turn a profit.
Basically, yeah, a lot of companies.
Well,
that
I know
do.
Tesla's never given...
Hoff takes the dub again.
Tesla has never given dividends, I don't think, either, have they, to their
Not
shareholders?
sure. Good question. Marf says they are literally doing it in 4 payments over 6 months.
Literally.
10 billion now,
That's
10 billion in
thing.
3 months, and the other 19 billion in the other 3 months.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to spend the first $10 billion of forever.
Trev says everyone is awake now. Yes, they are. All right, the final Hayabusa ticket. Here we go.
Have you heard of Afterpay in the States rat thing? Because America's buying it. It's an Australian thing. Afterpay.
Who's it going to be? That was the
Carney
final
free
tick.
burnout car.
Carnage.
Carnage 3 again.
He's got himself a ticket now as well.
Ticket and SW holder and stickers.
Well done. Yeah, no, yes, there's no small batch for Hoff.
It's half. Quiet tonight. He must be editing.
Must be. I dare say he would be.
Does anyone want to see the Nugget Garage merch line back on, RL PM? Might be getting something happening back there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
All right. What's on?
What is on?
That was pretty close, Tay. That almost was Adam Geary taking a Hayabusa ticket to win the Hayabusa. All right, Rods in Paradise 2021, Friday to Sunday, 2 p.m. till 10 p.m.
That's not far
NRMA
from me.
Treasure Island.
It's just down the road. You know what that is? Near Harbour Town. That's that opposite Super Cheap.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Treasure Island.
Yes.
Caravan
Very
Park or whatever.
Dig out in the dailies. Pete's Hot Rod and Resto Shop, 5:30 a.m. till 8:30 a.m. on Saturday.
I'm not sure what that is. Probably in Queensland because there's nothing in Melbourne and New South Wales. Don't tune out yet, guys, in Melbourne and New South Wales. Well, no, there's nothing on. What's on? What's on in Sydney this weekend? Nothing. What's on down there in Melbourne? Nothing.
Yes, Pete's Hot Rod and Resto Shop is 148 Watson Road in Cottonvale.
What's on in Queensland? Pete's Hot Rod and Resto Shop. That's what's on.
Cruise to Crows Car and Bike Show, Crows Nest Show and Showground, 7 a.m. till 10 a.m.
A little bit north of Toowoomba.
Yeah.
No quiz tonight. No,
Is it
Chris. We've got Johnny's out in a meeting for our carryover champion. He is out in a meeting for
Rods
Pits
in
West
Paradise
Springs.
goes all weekend, Tay,
does.
this weekend at the NRMA Treasure Island.
Yeah, very, very close to you, Tay. You should see a few of those boys coming into work for a feed.
Rally Day at Willowbank, 7:30 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. It is very fun. Definitely recommend
was that
giving
one?
that a go. The Rally Day,
Oh, yeah. That was good.
$140 in your own car, or if you want to hire their car, it's $290. It runs from 8:30 till 3:30. Be at the gates from 7:30 sharp.
It is a good day. Probably should.
Check
We
that
should
out.
do
The
it in
Skid
their
Control
car.
website.
We should actually do it in their car
Yes, we should.
because we don't give a shit about their car.
True.
Well, I think that's a good
Mad
idea.
Cow Marks is live drag racing from USA.
There should be some.
James Bayless says Victoria equals closed.
Yes.
So is Queensland. The
Closed.
Queensland New South Wales border.
Oh, the border's closed.
The border has
It's only closed if you don't live in Queensland.
has
Other than that, we're open.
Australian Defence Force on the border now.
We're
as
totally
well.
open for business, unless you're from outside of the business.
Yes.
If you're not part of the business, you stay out of the business.
Rat Fink will be there at 7. Too easy.
Yes, thanks for that.
Cars and Coffee at Cafe L, 7:30 a.m.
Cafe
till
L.
10:30
I've
a.m.
not heard of Cafe L before. Sure, it's not Cafe 7, upside down. No?
Yeah, it's Cafe L. It's ELLE.
Oh, okay. Sort of
67
upside down 7.
67 Robinson Road in Geebung.
Sorry. Close from Cafe.
Cars and Coffee Ormo, Caffeine Cowboys, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. on Saturday.
I haven't heard of that place.
Neither have I. That sounds all right.
It's not far away.
August Car Meet at the Accelerate Church, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m.
Yep.
Power on Petrie was cancelled, I believe.
It was cancelled.
So we would be there this weekend, but that is cancelled. Rockabilly Rumble in the Park, 901 Dayborough Road in Whiteside in Queensland,
Sounds
10
good.
a.m. till 8 p.m. And where we will be, chilling with cars at PJR.
We will be
3:30
chilling
p.m.
with cars.
We will. 3:30 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. We will have a merch stall down there, so you can come down and pick up your merch in person to save on postage if you're in Queensland and you wanted to do that.
Yep.
Stickers, shirts, whatnot.
Yep.
It'll all be available there. Hats.
Maybe you want something customised.
Maybe you want Schumacher. Yes. Maybe you want something customized. You can chat to the man himself while he's there.
Right lane. Print media.
Saturdays at Mondays and Mondays Flagstone, 4:30 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. It's a pretty big
That's
one out there.
one we do need to check out.
Definitely.
You're all about the gains and won't eat the burgers at Mondays now, but they're pretty impressive burgers that I'll eat.
Oh, I'm sure I could have a cheat day and just don't eat anything all day.
It's been 2 days for the burgers at Mondays. I can tell you, they're pretty big.
JDM Daisuke, g'day.
Been looking. G'day.
This is PJR for the win.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, we're going to see you up there.
We'll have the skyline there. We'll bring it down.
Yeah, be great to see you there, or not see you. Flagstone. We looked at a few properties out there.
Did. Project B, August meet and cruise, 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. Rabina Town Centre Drive meetup is where it starts. Sunday, Morning Mayhem, August edition, 5:30 a.m. till 8 a.m. Queensland Raceway. 90 minutes of track time out there. It's well worth it.
Sorry, I just read Sister Bluebird's comment. It was a car advert back in the day, a local used car lot commercial. Two guys would say, "Come on down, bring your wife. We're gonna dick her." Sorry, funny.
Coffee and Cars, Sumner Park, 24 Spine Street in Sumner, Queensland, 6:30 a.m. till 9 a.m. Father's Day is next weekend, so I'm looking at next weekend. That is it.
There you go. Lewis says, "How was the oil leak in HJ? Bad." Tyler just walked around there a minute ago and said that is Wes. It was on the thumbnail of the video where we did the oil leak.
The oil leak fix, yes.
The tranny's gone.
Mad Cow Mark says, I think Solar Shifts has a live burnout comp from USA sometime in the next 24 hours. Ooh.
Oh,
Minto.
I got tomorrow off. Hey, that's
Yes.
right. I got tomorrow off. Drink up day.
You forgot. You could have had an episode 99 repeat.
I don't have to work tomorrow. Ah. Shots are on. When do we bring out the shots?
Good question.
You've got a musical intro to shots or something? Is that what you're sending up?
No. Yeah, I got the song Shut.
Like, what do you got going on there? Oh, you've got the end of the show.
I do. Yes. It is the end of the show.
Hey, you cold?
I am freezing.
It is cold tonight out here, isn't it?
Yes.
We had like the
glad I didn't-
warmest week.
I'm glad I didn't wear thongs.
We had a really
thought I
warm
was-
week, though,
we
didn't we?
did, yes.
Last weekend was beautiful weather, and then the last
It's
2 days?
actually been sunny, so but the breeze is just a killer.
it's just got cold in the last couple of days, and it is a very cold night tonight.
It is.
Goodbye winter though. It'll be over very soon.
Trev says 109 shots.
This week, next week, it's all over.
Mm.
109 shots. Is it 109 episodes? Is that what?
Yeah.
Is it? I'd forgotten.
It is
already.
109 episodes, yes.
Trev. Actually, Trev will remember. Oh, there we go.
Tay
I
says
hope
got
you've
some
enjoyed.
Sambuca somewhere, I think.
I've got absolutely nothing. It was only just the other week that I drank.
Alan
all
Ball, see you
the end
later.
I drank the end of every bottle that we had here the other week. Remember? It might have been episode 99. Go back, watch that one.
Roy says, how is it cold in Queensland? Good question. Sunny Queensland.
Mate, it is like freezing in 24, I tell you. 24 Celsius. I don't know. Is
I
that,
actually think it might be cold.
it could be colder than that. It's pretty, it feels cold.
It's 11 degrees right now.
11. It's
Yeah.
freezing. Like, wow, frost. Thanks
See you,
for
Rob.
joining us. I hope you've had fun. Hope you've had a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And we put a little bit of cheer in everyone's Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
That's what we're here for.
Yep.
We're just here to have fun ourselves.
We are. See you in the next one.
Stay in the right lane.